Alright, so I'm going to be talking about the Internet of Things, basically what it is, and then like a couple of examples of things we encounter in our everyday life that entails this concept. So basically the Internet of Things, is this going to switch or what? Hold on, it's not switching for some reason. Alright. So what is it? So in the book it says it's a computing environment where everyday objects or things are connected to the internet. So basically it's the idea that the majority of things that we encounter and interact with in our everyday lives are connected through the internet. And so it's become more prevalent in today's world because technology like Bluetooth, scanning QR codes, and RFID tags have become more popular, and so there's more devices that use the internet and these types of technologies. So basically you can break it down into three different categories: productivity, entertainment, and security. So devices that are used for productivity are used in your everyday life. Entertainment are basically like TV, music, and stuff. So first example is a Nest thermostat, which I actually have at my house. And it's connected to your phone, and you're allowed to like control the temperature through the app. And also Nest keeps track of like your habits and like programs itself to adjust its settings to save energy. The next thing is a Kibo Smart Lock, which I also have. So you have to have a password to have access to change the settings of the lock. And basically you just touch the lock and it detects that your phone's in your pocket and it unlocks the door. Next is Fitbit and smartwatches, which are really popular. And Fitbit, I mean, it just keeps track of your health on your wrist. But Apple Watches and smartwatches allow you to like access your phone and the internet right on your wrist. Now, in the entertainment world, there's the smart TV, which is, in my opinion, it's very good, but like, because you have access to all the apps and like the internet. But I mean, Samsung kind of crashes a lot, in my opinion, at least at my house. Virtual reality in the gaming worlds, this is another thing that has become more popular. It enhances users' experiences, and it's made games much more enjoyable because you're basically able to experience as if you were in there. And another thing that's connected to the internet, Xbox and PlayStation, specifically like Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus. Gamers really like this because you're finally able to play with your friends without being on the same console. And you can basically play with anyone around the world without having to actually talk to them. Twitch, Periscope, and online streaming are three methods of live streaming and broadcasting events straight to viewers at their house. Twitch is really for gamers, while Periscope is for like news and like sports events. Here's another popular app that involves like live streaming, HQ. It's a game trivia app where it happens twice a day, and it's a live game that users compete in to win money, and they've given away over $300,000. In terms of security, the Canary security system is basically it's a way to keep track of motion. It's a camera, obviously, and then it also keeps track of air quality and alerts the user if anything's like different. The Roomba and or the iRobot is a vacuum that it can be programmed to clean the house at certain times of the day, and you can clean your house without having to actually be there just by pressing a button on your phone. But the problems with the Internet of Things is that the US and like other developed countries, they're kind of the ones that dominate the technology industry. And so like the smaller countries, they don't have access to these types of technologies, so their economies are kind of limited because they're not able to work as efficiently. And also, with all the devices being connected through the internet, there's data constantly being transferred and can be accessed by numerous users. And so security issues start to come about, and you start to think about Facebook. Like today, Mark Zuckerberg, when he had to testify in front of Congress, and because Facebook's public opinion, the public opinion of Facebook is basically at risk because a lot of users think that they're keeping track of what they say, what ads they click on, and using their location to help improve their experience, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But I mean, apps do give you ways to limit the access of your information. Obviously, they ask you if you want to share your location, your photos, your camera, but sometimes if you don't give them permission, it doesn't make the app as enjoyable. The future of the Internet of Things, obviously technology is continuing to grow faster than ever, so basically, I mean, apps are going to continue to be improved, and your experiences of your everyday life is going to continue to be improved. In terms of the Internet as a whole, I mean, net neutrality was a big issue earlier in the year, but I mean, I think we don't have to worry too much about Internet access and our daily use of these technologies.